Hello, my name is Tracy Guerrero. I'm the Chief Financial Officer for the Northern Marianas College, which is on the island of Saipan in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. It is home for me. It's where I was born and raised. I ended up going to college in California. I went to the University of California at Berkeley, where I studied political science, and I toyed with the idea of going to law school for a little while. Took the LSATs and got ready for law school and decided in the end that I really didn't want to be a lawyer. So I went and did a Master's of Business Administration, an MBA, at California State University, Hayward, which is now East Bay, where I studied for 2 years and got an MBA with an emphasis in finance and new ventures management. And after that was sort of at the end of the tech bubble in around 2000 in the Bay Area, and was looking around for a job. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. Went to a job fair and found a booth where there was a woman who I identified with, and she worked for the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, which is a United States government agency. It's like the public auditor of the United States. And they had this great professional development program where it was a 2-year program. You got hired and then rotated among the different issue area teams and learned all the different specialties. But along the way had training in public auditing. And so I worked there for 7 years and learned about internal controls and how to be an auditor, how to do field work, how to do documenting your evidence. So while I'm not a scientific researcher, these are very much skills that are also transferable. And no matter what I ended up doing in my life or will end up doing down the road, these are skills that I'll take with me. Framing your research question, coming up with your methodology, identifying your scope, carrying out your research or your audit work, in my case, your field work, documenting all of it, doing the analysis, and then writing it up, in a way that is articulate and can be shared. So those are critical skills that I learned in my early career. And then once I started having a family, realizing living in the San Francisco Bay Area was quite expensive and difficult when you're by yourself and don't have support. My husband and I decided to move home back to Saipan and raise our 2 children there. And so I started, my first job back in Saipan was working as the state court administrator for the CNMI judiciary, where I was in charge of overall administration of courthouse functions, including human resources, finance and budgeting, security, technology, a number of grants administration, a number of other administrative functions. I was there for 5 years, and then the opportunity came up to be the Chief Financial Officer at the Northern Marianas College, which is where I am now. I've been there for the last 3 years. I really enjoy working in higher education, even though I don't have a higher education background. Keeps me on my toes. I like working with people who are looking forward to their futures and trying to make something of themselves. We come from a place, the CNMI is typically, we have higher poverty levels, more disadvantaged socioeconomic circumstances for a lot of people. And I think I am definitely a role model and would like to make myself available to be a mentor to anybody. Even if it's not in the area of scientific research, I think that I still have a lot to contribute and would like to share that and impart my knowledge and my wisdom and my experience, the path that I've chosen in my life. So that's helpful.